Hi guys, it's your girl Posh Ninja Chick. Okay, so on today's video, I want to really talk about healing before going into another new relationship. I remember I had done a video like this a couple of years back, and it's been a while, so I just thought it's wise to talk about it. See, it's very important for you to heal before going into another relationship. This is me being as honest as possible. In fact, you see yourself that you were in a relationship, most especially an abusive relationship. You're in a relationship where the man used to beat you, he used to hit you, he used to abuse you emotionally, right? And then you were able to muscle up the mind, I mean the liver, I call them, or the strength to leave that relationship. And then you leave that relationship and you jump into another one immediately. What will happen is that you're a broken woman or you're a broken man. Now, you get into that other relationship, what you'll be doing is that you'll be using your problem to destroy other relationships. Let me use myself as an example. I know I have done this video before, but I'm going to still talk about it and how I think healing is supposed to be a gradual process. It doesn't come overnight. This is me being as honest as possible. I'm going to tell you guys my story. For those of you who knew I was married before now, and I was coming from a relationship where sincerely I was hurting seriously. In fact, I'm not gonna lie give you, for those of you that know, I was working with an international organization. They literally asked me to start seeing a specialist to be able to talk me through, walk me through my situation because it was that bad. Yeah. So when I left that relationship, in as much as I left the relationship and I still loved the person in question, I just had to leave because we were emotionally abusing each other. He was physically abusing me. Yes. It was just too much, And when I left that relationship, I thought, okay, now I've got my freedom. The most important thing is to just go and start looking for someone else. I jumped into the next relationship I found. And guess what? In fact, the truth that I came out and I was going into relationships with so much of expectation. I tried the first one, it didn't work. Tried the second one, tried the third one, until I got to give myself brain. I had to tell myself, say, Nkemjika, what is wrong with you? This thing that you have in between your legs, is it for free? Are you sharing it to the whole world? Use your brain. Between me and you, I had tried a couple of. In fact, I had a very beautiful relationship that I destroyed because I had not healed. Before the guy go say, I'll go shout. I'll say, these are the signs I saw in my ex. I'll tell you guys why I'm doing this video today. These are the signs I saw in my ex. This thing that you are doing is the same thing that my ex was doing. Before you know, this is how it started. I will not take it. I will not, before you know, the next thing, you start abusing me. Before you know that, you start battering me. I will not take it. I won't even allow you to get there. And at some point, I was beginning to look like a mad woman. This is me being as honest as possible. Hey, God. Sorry, guys. My phone fell off. I was beginning to look like a mad woman. I had to give myself brain. I said, Nkemjika, no. This is too much. At some point, it was beginning to look like men started running away. I started a relationship with someone in like 3 weeks. The person starts gradually withdrawing himself because what I was doing is I was more like trying to attach myself by force on that person, and then I'm trying to enforce the type of relationship I want on that person. Yeah. This happened to me for a few years, and then I sat down and I decided to tell myself the truth. I told myself that you can't continue. Let me even tell you another stupid mistake I was making then. I was looking for a man that was finer and more educated, more quality, more richer than my ex. I want to show him that I have arrived. I want to show him. This is me being as making say yes, like saying a competition. I didn't know at that point, while I was doing all this rubbish, I had not healed. So I sat down one day. Let me give myself brain. I said, babe, you cannot be talking about if you notice, if you watch my previous videos when I first started, I was always talking about emotional abuse, talking about this, talking about that. Why? Because I was talking about where I was coming from. Even when I talked about healing at that time, I had gradually started healing, but had not healed completely. Healing is a gradual process. In fact, let me even shock you. Even when I met my husband, the truth is, at the time I met my husband, I had healed up 80%. In fact, it took me, when I knew I had healed up was when I knew I had forgiven my ex. Right now, if you talk to me about my ex and tell me, oh, what are the issues you noticed with him, I'll just tell you that we were not compatible. Well, we're in a good place now. We talk. In fact, I'll come out straight and say we are friends. We're working together to ensure that our kid has the best. But at the time, we had not healed. Oh my God, you need to see how we were insulting each other. In fact, he was the insult there, not here. But now, I can comfortably, not the way you do if it vex me. It's that bad. Or rather, it's that good. Because I know I have healed up. And let me tell you something. At the time I met my husband, because my husband is the typical example of, you say, a man is too good to be true. I'm not telling you this because I just want to talk. Or most people have met my husband and they have an idea of what I'm talking about. My husband is a child of God. Other than being a child of God, he's a man that understands what marriage. See, this they call marriage. You understand that me, I don't understand nonsense. I feel shocked from Nancy tomorrow. Wallahi tell my husband not go answer me. Pim. I'll talk from Nancy tomorrow. You're wasting your time. In fact, it was just once, and this was of recent. He made a statement. I now told him, that is it. You have changed. You have changed. Now that means you were pretending. You scammed me. That's all this while you have been hiding your true color, your character. This is your true color. This is of recent. This was like a couple of months back. I told him, this is how my ex started. He scammed me. You too, you scammed me so that you waited for a long time. At that point, he now told me, he said, the problem you have, babe, is that you have not healed up completely from your ex. That's the reason why you're dragging your ex into this matter. It just hits me. Bam! It's okay. You never heal finish. I sat down. I started talking to myself. I didn't just talk to myself alone. I had to talk to my mentor, people I look up to in marriage, to know where am I getting it wrong to be able to fix my marriage, because I want this one to work. I know that men like my husband, they know plenty. So if I lose this one, wallahi ta'ala, go cry. I respected my old age and I went back and I said, okay, so one of my mentor told me that the problem I'm having is fear. And I'm scared that I might see some of the traces I saw in my previous relationship that I don't want in this one. And so because of that, I'm trying as much as I can to fix it. So I apologized to my husband for that. He also apologized to me for, mentioning that he needed me to heal. In as much I knew that apology was not necessary. But he ended up apologizing, because that's all he does. Apologize. I've never seen a man like that in my life. Please, you should help me to appreciate my husband. That man is 1 in a million. He understands. In fact, I'm not the one that's supposed to be the relationship advisor. He's the one that's supposed to be the relationship advisor. Maybe because I'm more real. I'm more of a social media person. Yes, I understand relationship to a large extent, but the truth is, my husband knows way, way more than I ever think I would. So guys, this is more like a learning curve. We are all learning. If you know you are out there and you've not healed up from a relationship, please, I'm begging you in the name of God, don't go into any new relationship so you don't ruin it. Now at the end of the day, you will begin to go find juju, say they do you from village, say men they run. You will know that it is because of what you have experienced before. Same thing applies to men. There are men that have not healed from their previous relationship because they're coming from where a woman has emotionally abused them. A woman have treated them like nobody. They use that same quality to go into a relationship and ruin a beautiful one. You have a wonderful woman who treats you right and everything. You should be looking for the faults. One day for that your previous relationship, you're looking for it in this woman. Same thing applies to women. try as much as you can to heal. Talk to professionals, talk to people that will advise you right. I repeat, people that will give you good advice. It's very important. If you're talking to the wrong people, I know so many people that have lost men that were supposed to be their husbands. This is basically for women. All because they have wrong advices. Maybe their friend goes, beg, the man don't get money, what did the carry that man do? And then you ruin a beautiful thing that probably would. There's this friend of mine who was dating this particular guy. They dated for, I don't want to make this video very lengthy, but let me just share this story. They dated for a couple of years, about 3 years. Her friends were like, look at you, you're looking tattered, you're not looking okay, blah, blah, blah. This guy is not taking care of you. You that you will be saying when you day streets. God, this man don't run you streets. Well, like we mugo. You know they use better cream. What people use every time she'll come to me, I'll tell her, say, babe, this guy has got prospect. In the little he has, he gives you almost everything. Babe, it's not easy to find a man like that. I kept advising her to stay put, but at some point she gave up. She met this guy that came in from Dubai, was doing well. I don't know what he does for a living, so and she left this her guy and moved to that other guy. Sometime in December, that her guy remarried, got married to someone else. I think they broke up sometime mid last year. This guy had gotten a good job. In fact, she didn't know the guy had got. I was the one that told her because I met someone who is doing a particular contract with him and told me that guy is the major person that owns that contract. He's just getting a fraction out of it. And I told him, I said, beg, how much do you think this guy must have made? The guy tell me, say, that guy no hit any money. That guy he has over 100 million. I said, I open mouth. I called her and I told her, I said, see what you have lost. All you're suffering for years, you threw it away. And guess what? The nonsense Dubaina has left her. So now she's single and she's on the street. I'm hoping she finds love again because the guy has remarried, and I'm sure she's regretting, even if she would not say it. She's regretting. I hope she gets to see this video. But we all make mistakes like that. I probably have made that type of mistake too, and you must have made the same type of mistake. So let's, as much as we can, don't lose good people because of our characters or because of what we have experienced in the past, or because we're looking at what people are today. If I looked at what my husband was when I met him, I swear to God, I know for Mariam, and I will be the one that will be regretting. Today, I'm the one enjoying now. We're not where we want to be, right? But I'll comfortably tell you that I'm happy. Thanks, guys, and have a wonderful day.